What's going on, you guys? It is your boy, the American F1 fan, Eric Ringel here, and all the cars have been revealed, all the liveries have been revealed to us. So now it's time to rate each and every one of the liveries that have been introduced for the 2024 season. So it's time for the F1 2024 livery tier list. So we are here, and as every F1 YouTuber loves to go to, it is time for a tier list, as we are going to rank all 10 liveries that have been introduced for the 2024 season. Now, there's been some thought that some of these liveries may change as we get to testing and maybe as we get into the regular season, but we're going to rate the liveries that each team has put out this season and give it on a grade scale of GOAT, excellent, nice one, okay, and are you serious? So let's get into the ratings now. Starting off with the Haas Formula One team. Now, I know there's a lot of people, and I'm basing this solely on the way it looks, not like how they introduce the car. It's plainly on how it looks. And here's the thing is, I think that the Haas is just okay. It's not, I'm going to say it's okay. Don't get me wrong. I think they've done a nice job with the livery. I know there's a lot of people out there that want them to really lean into their U.S. roots. But, I also understand that they, kind of want to have their own identity. And I mean, let's be honest, we don't even know how long Haas is even going to be in Formula One at this point anyways, with the fact that Gene doesn't ever want to, give money to the team to really develop the car. But I mean, at first look, I think it looks okay. It's not great. It doesn't blow me away. It doesn't make me feel like, oh, this is something that we haven't ever seen before in Formula One in the livery. And there's just so much black carbon fiber on this car. Like, I get, Formula One teams are trying to, make sure their cars weigh the least amount as possible, but the FIA needs to step in and they need to make a rule about the weight of the cars and these liveries, and we need to get as far away from this era of Formula One as we can possibly get. We have lost more every season since these new regulations came out. We've seen the liveries just go down and down and down, and all we're getting now is just basically a bunch of carbon fiber. But I would say that the Haas was just an okay livery, didn't blow me away at all. So moving next to Aston Martin, and oh my God, like, just at first look at this car, I was like, was I watching the video for the 2024 reveal? Like, I didn't see any difference to the Aston Martin, the 2024 car, compared to last year's car. There may be some minor changes in there, but nothing that was like, oh yeah, I that was the first thing I noticed was that change. I get it. Aston Martin, that green is a color, that the team represents, that Aston Martin represents, but I feel like you could have done at least a little bit more. I mean, the fact is that you didn't go all carbon fiber, which thank the Lord that they didn't. But I gotta say, are you serious? You couldn't have tried to change it up just a little bit this year? I mean, come on, Aston Martin. At least, it's like that meme on, can you tell me the difference between, this picture and this picture? And the lady goes, there's a difference? Like, Aston Martin, are you serious? So next up is Ferrari. I've been one of those ones that, like, I get there are very few iconic liveries in Formula One. And Ferrari's one of those. But, I mean, in the grand scheme of thing, they did away with a lot of the black on this car. Yeah, you have a little bit of black on that back, rear wing, but the red really pops. The numbers looked really good for me. I love the hints of yellow in this livery. I would actually say that I would say this is an excellent one. This is, it's a really vibrant red, and that's something I really like that they've really done well with their car. With the paint job, and the fact that they've got away from all the carbon, may mean some good things, not only for the livery, but maybe they didn't have to cut as much weight off the car as they had last year. So could that mean that, maybe they've really made a step forward this year? So next up is Alpine, and oh my God, BWT Alpine. I almost want to make another category of like y'all need to be taken out behind the whoever designed the livery on this car needs to be taken out back behind the shed and treated like oh my God, it's so god awful. Like, it is the worst livery on the Formula One grid. It just looks god awful. Like, I've tried and tried and tried this whole, ever since the car got revealed. I gave it a couple days after first seeing it, maybe is my outlook going to change on this. It looks so god awful. It's like they literally put no attempt into making a livery, made everything carbon, and then stuck bits of pink and bits of blue on the car, and it looks so ridiculous. And I hope that Alpine has heard the outrage that has literally come from just about every F1 fan, every F1 pundit. I really hope that they change the livery up going into the season, because oh my God, it literally made me want to vomit. So next up is the Visa Cash App Racing Bulls of Red Bull BT. I don't even know. I'm calling them V Carb for short because it's much easier to remember than literally the 5 different sponsors that are in their team name. But I do have to say, I do love the throwback livery to Toro Rosso days, when we got these really light blue, it really made it pop, the light blue and white, and it brought me back to the times of Toro Rosso when they were really starting to make a name for themselves, by themselves as Toro Rosso. The blue pops, the white pops, they just did such a fantastic job, and I can't wait to see it out on track for the first time, especially under the lights. I know a lot of teams don't use that chrome colored anymore, but that blue almost looks chromy to me, and if you were to put that under the lights, I would think it was really good. And so I'm going to give them ahead. I'm going to put them ahead of Ferrari as far as their livery goes in the excellent category. So now moving on to McLaren, and this took a huge step back for me. They did away with some of the blue that was within the livery last season, and now they've just gone strictly to the orange and black. Now, yes, we get that it's, that papaya is their main color, but I wish there was something else to go along with it to really make it stand out. We get it. It's the orange, the papaya color. It was the first team that came out this season. You're like, carbon fiber's the way we're going, isn't it? Ugh. I would have to say that it's okay. I wouldn't put them in the "Are you serious" category. I'm going to put them ahead of Haas, but I would say that like there's a little bit more that they could do. I would have loved to have seen like they did, the special one-offs liveries last season, with the callback to Google Chrome and the Chrome, paint job that they did last year. Like, change it up a little bit, make it exciting for fans, make it something that's really going to stand out and, stand head and shoulders above the rest. And this is just one that was okay. So now moving on to Red Bull. Red Bull was just announced on the 15th, which as I'm recording this, it was earlier today. And I have rated them horribly in the past based on this livery because they barely ever change it. And it's so disgusting. And I get it's another one of those iconic liveries. The team has been, so amazing for the last, decade and a half. And so why change what's, not broke? And, it's just okay to me. I will put them ahead of Haas. I'll put them ahead of Haas and McLaren. I will say it's okay. It's not great. I think there's a lot of F1 fans that really want them to change it up. Thank God they didn't do a lot of carbon like colored on this car, and it was, they stuck to the Red Bull like dark blue and yellow and orange, and that was good. I just wish I wish Red Bull would give us something more, with their livery, like change it up a little bit, give us something brand new that we haven't ever seen before. And it's just, again, Red Bull's just okay. So next up on the list is Mercedes, with Lewis Hamilton having his last season at Mercedes, getting ready to move over to Ferrari in 2025. You could see I love the fact that they kind of combined liveries of the silver livery that we got when Mercedes first joined Formula One, and then the black that we've had the last several seasons, and it meshed really well together. And I love, thank you, that Mercedes has brought back the red engine inlet just above the driver's head. They brought that back for Niki Lauda. I'm going to say this is a very excellent livery. Again, I like the red above the driver's head. Again, it's that throwback to Niki Lauda. I like the kind of combination of the old livery that we've seen from Mercedes and the new with the more black. I think if there was maybe one complaint is I would have loved to have seen maybe a little bit more, where they kind of get the color to, kind of fade into the other. Something like that maybe would have been really cool to kind of see. But I still think Mercedes hit a home run with this livery this year. Moving on next to the Stake F1 team or Kick F1 team. I don't even, because here's the thing is there's been so many rumors circulating that Stake may not even be with the team anymore. There's been, rumors and pictures, stating that they've seen the car without the Stake F1, the Stake liver, the Stake logo on it. There was a time where the website didn't even have Stake on it, and we kind of have to I think once that's blown over, I think that we still have Stake within Formula One. But this green, oh my God, this green looks freaking amazing. I mean, this livery has continued to grow on me. This is a goated livery. Stake F1 team, formerly Alfa Romeo, is now back to Sauber. Like, they really killed it with this lime green. Yes, you've got the black mixed in there and the carbon fiber. But, like, this is a car that is going to stand out. It is going to be something that you're going to know whose team's car this is. You're going to be able to see him out on track. It's something that hasn't been done before. Yes, we've gotten the greens in the past, but nothing this vibrant. And I, for one, I'm in love with this livery. I am so thankful that a team, decided to go bold. Now, granted, I've said, I've had my complaints about about Alpine in the past with their pink livery, and I'm just not a big fan of pink. But this green, this highlighter like green makes this car just stand out and look absolutely amazing. And I can't wait to see it on Sundays during the regular season. And now moving on last to Williams. Here's the thing, and I was a fan of Williams livery last season, and one of the things I loved was that Duracell battery that they put just above the driver's head with the engine inlet. And it looks amazing there. They didn't change it up a whole bunch. They added a little bit more of that lighter blue blocking down where the Komatsu logo is at. But there wasn't a lot of change. I think it's still a very nice livery. It's not bad by any stretch of the imagination, but I truly feel like with Gulf being a part of the team, I would love to see Gulf take a little bit more of a partnership within this team and really kind of give this livery, what it deserves. And I would love to see, some kind of Gulf, inspired, inspiration into the livery, going into 2025. But that is it. That is all 10 teams. We have got them all graded. Guys, let me know in the comment section down below what you guys think of all 10 liveries this season. As always, slap a like on these videos for more, to push this video out to more and more Formula One fans as we get ready for the 2024 season. We've got testing just around the corner. We're going to try to do some... we're going to be doing some reactions to some of the testing videos and kind of giving our thoughts about testing and how it's going so far. We've got a season prediction video on the way. So guys, make sure you slap a like and subscribe to my channel if you guys are new to get that new content. And as we did last season, we're going to be live streaming every race. So guys, please hit that subscribe button so you guys don't miss out on any more videos from the American F1 fan. But guys, thank you so much for watching this video, guys. For the American F1 fan, I'm Eric Ringel, signing off.